Good morning or good afternoon, friends. I don't know when you're watching this. I know some of you watch it in the morning and some of you watch it in the afternoon. Happy Monday. It's Monday. So let's start our week with a Good Morning Train song. We're going to sing all of our friends' names. Okay, when you hear your name, you can choo choo. Here we go. The good morning train is coming. How are you? Choo choo. The good morning train is coming. How are you? Choo choo. The good morning train is coming. The good morning train is coming. The good morning train is coming. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Brielle. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Stone. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to William. And we'll say hello to Ryan. And we'll say hello to Anya. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Robbie. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Claire Miller. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Abby. And we'll say hello to Charlotte. And we'll say hello to Isaiah. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Nolan. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Sarah. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Sela. And we'll say hello to Jackson. And we'll say hello to Sky. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Ellie. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Rana. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Claire A. And we'll say hello to Kai. And we'll say hello to Julia. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Miss Cute. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Missy. How are you? Choo choo. And we'll say hello to Mrs. Lambert. And we'll say hello to everyone. And we're gonna have a great week. How are you? Choo choo. All right, friends. I thought this week for our Circle Time videos, we could talk about spring on the farm. So it is springtime, and we see lots of changes where we live, but some place that you see a lot of changes would be on a farm. And I don't know if any of our friends live on a farm. If any of you live on a farm, I don't think I've heard from you. But we certainly do have some friends at Smith School who live on a farm. So I'm interested, if you live on a farm, you'll have to send me a little message so I know that. So I thought what we could do this week is we could talk about farm life, and we could talk about changes that we see during the springtime, and we're even in a few days, I think, going to read a book about autumn on the farm as well, because I have a little book about picking apples and that kind of stuff. So when I think about spring on a farm, I think about how the farmers have a lot of work to do. They have to plow fields, they have to plant seeds. The winter can be, depending on what kind of farm you have, kind of a quiet time. But when spring hits, there's lots of work to be done. If it's a farm with a lot of animals, of course, we have to take care of the animals all through the year. The farmers don't really get a break with that, right? And the animals are outside in the spring, and oftentimes new baby animals are born during the springtime. So if we think about our baby birds, so right now a lot of birds are making nests, and they're making nests not just on a farm, but even at your house. I have a little nest outside my front door on a little light fixture. A bird has made a nest there, so we're excited to see if the birds bring lay eggs there, and then we can watch the babies. I'm hoping they're robin's eggs because I love that nice blue color of robin's eggs. Anyways, we'll have to wait and see what happens. At my house, I see so many bunnies in the spring, and the squirrels are all back out, and so many birds. I've been seeing so many cardinals lately and blue jays, and it's such a great time. And on a farm, farms are usually pretty big, so you see even more animals on a farm. So most farms, not all, but most would have a barn. So I thought we could do a little poem about a barn right now, and it's about the beginning and ending sounds in a word. And we have been talking a lot at school about sounding words out. And remember, we always start with that first letter. We don't just guess at a word. We have to look at that first letter and we have to say, what sound does it make? And so we're going to do a little poem about a barn. I've got it here in front of me. And I'm going to use a little whiteboard to help you try to figure out what's going to be in the barn. Okay? So it goes like this. I wonder what's in the big red barn. I wonder what's in it for me. It starts with a P and ends with a G. Well, what do you think it could be? So friends, can you think of something that might be in a barn that starts with a P and ends with a G? I'll give you a hint, it's an animal. Did you get it? I'm going to put the letter there. What does that say? Let's sound it out. P-I-G. A pig. I bet a lot of you got that one. Okay, let's do another one. Are you ready? I wonder what's in the big red barn. I wonder what's in it for me. It starts with a K and ends with a W. What do you think it could be? So it starts with a K and ends with a W. There is a letter in between. Do you think you know what animal it could be? I bet a lot of you got it. A cow. All right, let's do another one. I wonder what's in the big red barn. I wonder what's in it for me. It starts with a D and ends with a K. Oh, what do you think it could be? What animal starts with a D and ends with a K? And this animal actually has a C and K together. Just a C makes a K sound and just a K makes a K sound, but this one actually has both letters together. Can you think of an animal? D, K. I'll give you the last letter. It's a U. So if we sound it out, it's D, A, K, duck. Okay, let's do one more. I wonder what's in the big red barn. I wonder what's in it for me. It starts with a sh and ends with a p. Oh, what do you think it could be? So we talked about that sh sound. Remember, it's two letters, an S and an H. And it ends with a P. What animal can you think of that starts with a sh and ends with a P? Sh, P. Let me put the missing letters in. Do you know it now? Sheep. Sheep. Good job. I think a lot of you would have got those. We can play this later in the week, and maybe we'll do something other than barn animals. I'll have to try and think of something creative we can do with that. Good job, everyone. Okay, let's do a song that I know you probably know, Old MacDonald, okay? So this song, we're going to think of some farm animals, and I'm going to say the farm animal when I sing, and then you're going to make the sound with me after. Okay, so it goes like this. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a horse, E-I-E-I-O, with a neigh here and a neigh there, here a neigh, there a neigh, everywhere a neigh, neigh. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Good. Now this time when we sing it, I want you to try and keep the beat. So we're going to clap our hands, okay, while we sing. Here we go. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on the farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O, with a moo here and a moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Okay, this time let's keep the beat on our lap, okay? Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a goose, E-I-E-I-O. Do you know what goose says? It says honk, honk. Okay, you ready? With a honk, honk here and a honk, honk there. Here a honk, there a honk, everywhere a honk, honk. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Okay, last one. We're going to do a barn cat, so a cat. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a cat, E-I-E-I-O, with a meow here and a meow there, here a meow, there a meow, everywhere meow, meow. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Excellent, friends. Okay. To go with that song, I have a book that I thought you would enjoy, and it's called Old MacDonald Had a Dragon. Can you imagine seeing a dragon on a farm? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we already know this book might be a little bit silly. So it's called Old MacDonald had a dragon. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a dragon, E-I-E-I. Not so fast, mooed the cow as it moseyed up to the farmhouse. I've got a beef with you. Dragons don't belong on farms, the cow said. It's my farm, said Old MacDonald, and I can have a dragon if I want one. Either the dragon moves out or this moo moves on, mooed the cow. Faster than the farmer could sing E-I-E-I-O, the dragon swooped out of the sky, gulped down the cow, and swallowed it whole. Oh, delightful dairy, said the dragon. With a lick of its lips and a flash of fire, it whipped its wings and flew away. The farmer frowned. Too bad, he said. I'll miss that cow, even if it was a bit bullheaded. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O, with an oink oink here and a wait a mud stickin' minute, oinked the pig. As long as there's a dragon on this farm, there'll be no more oink oink here or oink oink there. Adios, this hog is hitting the road. Can you imagine, friends, a pig driving a motorcycle? Oh, this is a silly book. I love books like this. Faster than the farmer could sing E-I-E-I-O, the dragon swooped out of the sky, gulped down the pig, and swallowed it whole. Savory swine, said the dragon. With a lick of its lips and a flash of fire, it flapped its wings and flew away. Kind of. The farmer wrinkled his nose and frowned. Good riddance, that stinky sow always smelled of trouble. Besides, I really like my dragon. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a sheep. A ram charged up the steps and butted old Mr. MacDonald right out of his chair. You can't pull the wool over our eyes, baaed the old ram. You get rid of that dragon, or you can kiss your wool socks goodbye. Faster than the farmer could sing E-I-E-I-O, the dragon flopped out of the sky, gulped down the ram and the whole farmyard of sheep, and then swallowed them whole. Marvelous mutton, said the dragon. With a lick of its lips and a flash of fire, it wilted its wings and waddled away. The farmer folded his arms across his chest and frowned. I'm not so sure that dragon is a good idea after all, he said. I might need these sheep and their woolly socks to keep my feet warm at night. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a dog. Oh, keep me out of your two-bit tune, barked the dog. I saw what happened to the cow, I saw what happened to the pig, and I saw what happened to the sheep, and I don't want to be dragon-feed. Faster than the farmer could sing E-I-E-I-O, the dragon dragged himself across the yard, gulped down the dog, and swallowed it whole. Oh, delectable doggy, said the dragon. With a lick of its lips and a flash of fire, it folded its wings, flopped down, and fell asleep. The farmer jumped off the porch and stormed across the yard. Now wait one doggone minute, he said, kicking the dragon in the snout. Give me back my Roscoe. Faster than the farmer could sing E-I-E-I-O, the dragon stood, gulped down the farmer, and swallowed him whole. Inside the dragon, the farmer scratched his head and smiled. Look, this is inside the dragon's belly. Old MacDonald had a dragon, E-I-E-I-O, and in that dragon he had a cow, a pig, a ram, some sheep, and a dog, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo oink ba woof here and a moo oink ba woof there, here a moo oink bad woof. Burp! The farmer and all the animals shot out of the dragon's mouth and tumbled onto the ground in a slimy heap. Terrible tummy ache, howled the dragon. With a frown on its lips and one last belch of fire, it whipped its wings and flew up and away for good. The farmer smiled, plucked his guitar, and sang, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a cow, pig, sheep, dog, E-I-E-I-O. The end. Did you like that book, friends? I thought that one was kind of funny. All right, I think that's it for our circle time today. Before we go, let's do our goodbye song. I wonder if you remember it. Are you ready? Okay. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Be sweet, parakeet. Give a hug, ladybug. See you soon, raccoon. Out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear. Blow a kiss, goldfish. Bye, friends. See you tomorrow.